Hi there, wanted to talk about an omnibus today. Today we're going to talk about the Fantastic Four omnibus from Marvel, written by Matt Fraction with art by Mike Allred and Mark Bagley. Mark Bagley, very well known Spider-Man artist, did the Ultimate Marvel Spider-Man run in particular. Mike Allred is someone you might be familiar with. He's done a good Silver Surfer run. That's an omnibus coming out soon as well, his Silver Surfer omnibus. And he's got this what's called a pop art style, which you'll see from the book. He did the iZombie book that I've reviewed on this channel, that the TV series was inspired by. I like his style of art. What's special about this book is that it flips between two separate runs, both written by Matt Fraction. One is the Fantastic Four and one is the Future Foundation, or FF. One is illustrated by Mark Bagley, the Fantastic Four run, and Allred illustrates the FF run. And you have one issue on, one issue off, and they go back and forth. A lot of people do not like this omnibus. They do not like these runs. I'm not one of them. I enjoyed it. I read it. It was a fun adventure. I like the interactions. I like the change in art styles. It didn't upset me. It didn't piss me off. But there are a lot of people out there who absolutely hate it. And that's fine, you know. Ultimately, it's all subjective. It's down to whatever you think of it. But look, let's have a look at the book. I'll try not to do any spoilers. I'll probably only get about halfway into the book and then I'll flip to the back to show you any extras. But yeah, we'll have a little wrap up at the end with the pricing and that. Alright, so we've got the Fantastic Four omnibus from Marvel here, written by Matt Fraction, art by Bagley and Allred. You've got a nice picture on the front there, Bagley picture. Then you've got an Allred picture on the back there. This collects two runs, the FF and the Fantastic Four run. I should say on my copy, yeah, it was ever such a, where is it? Yeah, ever such a slight little bit of damage there where it's obviously rubbed against something. Other than that, it was absolutely fine. No publisher's return marks or anything. It reads really well. There's a nice eye on it. Opens up, no signs of the spine coming away. Nice sort of smart blue liner page you got there. Then you got a nice picture of Doom looming over it. Collection of the runs that you get there, and then you're straight into it. And this alternates, as I said before, the two stories. So you get an issue of the Fantastic Four, then you get an issue of FF, and so on. This is Marvel point one, but once the book picks up speed, that's how it follows. This is Mike Allred's art to begin with. And it starts off with just a little introduction to Scott Lang causing trouble at an event, and you've got Johnny Storm there with his girlfriend. Now here we are into the meat of it. Fantastic Four. So what you have with this, and I'm going to be very brief with how I describe it because I don't want to spoil too many story beats, is Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, realises that there's a problem with his powers and his condition, and it's essentially going to lead to his death. So, and he's worried then that it may start affecting the rest of them, because he doesn't know whether it's a matter of just his particular power set or whether it's all of them having been exposed to the cosmic rays, etc. So what he does is he tries to cover this up by saying what we'll do is we'll have a family expedition trip, so we can have some time together, whilst at the same time in the back of his mind he's thinking, I'm going to search the galaxy for a cure. So he's obviously got the Future Foundation, and so to look after all the kids there, he enlists the help of Scott Lang, She-Hulk, Medusa from the Inhumans, and the girlfriend of Johnny Storm, who I wasn't familiar with at all before this book. She's sort of a pop star person, but she wears a thing bodysuit, like a mech suit, to give her powers, and they have to cope with Reed and the family being away. Reed says, look, because I'm going to do this by warping space-time, I will be away for something like 4 minutes. Can you handle 4 minutes looking after it? And they go, well, why do you want us only for 4 minutes? He goes, well, just be sure about it. Anyway, they don't go away for 4 minutes. They're away for a lot longer. And so this group are left having to look after these kids. They sort of bicker, they try and work out their self-doubts, and in the meantime, Reed and the gang are going off on adventures and encountering various people, including time-traveling aliens. They go to ancient Rome, where they try and make sure Caesar's death goes according to plan. In the present time, they have a future Johnny Storm come back. Reasons why, you'll have to read it to find out. And there's various set twos with villains and heroes, and it's just I really enjoyed it. It was a fun read. As I say, people don't like this book. I enjoy the varying in the art styles. It keeps my interest. I didn't find it jarring once I got into the rhythm of the stories, and I like the way that it moved. I would recommend it to people who aren't put off by largely Mike Allred's art style, and just want something they can pick up and read. Yes, it's not a book that you would necessarily burn through in a couple of sittings. The way I read it was I picked it up and read a few at a time. I do like 3 or 4 issues at a time, put it back down, then come back to it, and it was a nice sort of light bit of palate cleansing, and a nice bit of fun. It's not heavy like sitting there reading the Punisher Max or something and seeing people's heads get squished. It's just good clean fun. If you go to the back of the book, so I try not to make sure I don't show you the last pages or anything, spoil anything. You get your collection of covers, which are nice there. You've got the inevitable Scotty Young cover. I'm not the biggest Scotty Young fan myself, to be honest. There we are. Joe Quesada one there. A couple of Thing ones. Nice Lego Doctor Doom. Some Michael Allred ones. Sketches. And then that's your lot. Okay, so that was the book. As I say, you've got those alternating art styles in it. I got this for a reasonable price. It was about £40 something, but that was because I really waited and I shopped about. It was one of those ones where I was just looking on things like Amazon, and then all of a sudden it just came up from a seller on the other places you can buy button, and it was just down as a used copy, but it was put as a new condition, and there's not even a publisher's return mark on it, so I don't know what that's all about. But either way, it turned up. I paid 40 odd quid for it, and I'm happy with my purchase. I'll throw up on the screen while I've been talking the prices it's currently going for now. You can make your own mind up if you want to get it. Say, I like it, I got it, and I'm happy with it, and I'm looking to get more Fantastic Four omnibuses. Let me know what you think about it. Are you one of the people that really dislike it? Let me know why. I'd be interested to hear. Or if you really like it, or you're indifferent to it. Do you like Mike Allred's art style? I know a lot of people are quite divided by it. I enjoy it. The only thing I don't like is the little sort of lack of motion, let's say, in it. But your brain compensates for that quite quickly. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.